We're okay. Oh, now I've muted the mic. Now we're okay. Now we're live.
What's wrong with you, man?
What's wrong with me? A lot. How long have you known me?
I'm sorry, but still, come on.
Okay.
Hi guys, how's it going?
I think we're actually live now.
Check it. It says in stream, which would mean that
Wyatt and
looks
I have
like we
been-
might be.
We've been talking to each other as if we were live now for the last 10 minutes or so.
It's like Wizard of Oz in here. He's pulling back the curtain. Come on.
Yeah, all right.
What are you
Okay.
doing?
Well, All right, so welcome to the stream, everybody.
Just start the show.
I'm Josh, that's Wyatt, and
Hola.
this is Trying to Remember the 80s.
Trying desperately to remember the 80s.
We were going to do Trying to Remember the 90s, and then honestly, we could remember the 90s a little bit too good. So it's Trying to Remember the 80s. And that seems better. So
people like the 80s.
Well,
so,
everybody
yeah.
loves the 80s. Have you been to Target lately? It looks like the 80s threw up in there.
Yeah, it's very bright. It's very baggy. Yeah. As long as they, we'll get into it. Anyway.
So we're going to take this thing year by year and try and keep from getting early onset dementia. And
give it in a shot.
And remember things that we thought we'd forgotten. And hopefully, maybe we will unlock some memories in your mind too. Flash is a lot over there. It must be one of the arcade games.
Woo!
I'm going bananas.
I think everything's fine.
So we're gonna talk about 1980 tonight, and we're gonna work our way up. We brought some little toys. We've got Egon from the Real Ghostbusters here.
Ooh, check out little Bumblebee
Got
coming straight at you. That doesn't trigger the memory.
He's a repro. Sorry, dude.
You pull back the curtain. Quit pulling back the curtain.
Let
America believe that this is, we got this on eBay for like $700, man.
No, it's better to think that it's my original one,
Well, yeah, but
I've still got. But
I melted all mine, but whatever.
I like to pull back the curtain. I like for our audience to be behind the curtain with us.
Well, then who's watching?
I don't know. We are.
We're all on the same stage.
Well, there's a big mirror.
We're all just watching each other.
There's a big mirror.
Yeah. If that's not meta, I don't know what is.
I don't know what meta means. So we're gonna.
What?
No, I'm joking. Joking. So recently, we've been talking about some things back in the 80s that I could remember that Wyatt couldn't, and I said, sometimes if I just watch some of these old commercial compilations on YouTube, I see things for products that I remembered, packaging that I'd remember. So we're hoping that happens tonight, and that happens with you as well. Won't it be fun? I don't know, but it'll be nostalgic for damn sure.
It'll be fun.
So we're gonna
come along with us.
Come along, won't you?
Come this way.
So we're gonna pull up this little window here, and there's a wonderful channel, Dave's Archives, and Dave pretty much has this whole thing down. You can pick any year and see just the best stuff from that year. So let's go full screen and see what was going on in 1980. Because now Wyatt, I guess we'll give everybody a little bit more behind the curtain. Wyatt and I met in 3rd grade, and that would have been.
Don't ask us what year.
Let's just
we
say
were born in 76. You do the math.
Put
it in the chat.
It was in the 80s. I don't know.
Put 3rd grade in the chat. Let us know what year it was.
I think it was 83 because I remember.
That could be right.
I remember having just moved to Benton for a little while in 4th grade and seeing Back to the Future, which I'm pretty sure was 84.
So are you 10 years? Are you 10 years old in 3rd grade? Is that the number? How old are you in 3rd grade?
I don't know. Man, again, you're making me do math. I was told there was no math.
No one said there was not going to be math. There's some math in the 80s.
Can I say there's no math?
Yeah, you could say whatever you want.
Remember in the 80s and the 90s when they said you can't use a calculator because you won't have a calculator.
Turn it upside down and write boobless.
Well, you can do that too. But I was going to say, the teachers would always say you won't have a calculator with you at all times in the future. And boy, were they wrong.
They didn't know. They had no idea.
They had no idea.
You can't blame the educational system. They're trying to fix societal problems. It's not the teacher's fault.
There it is. I've got my calculator.
I got
and you
my
know
calculator.
What? Nobody thinks it's weird when I pull out my calculator and do some math on it. Nobody thinks that's weird.
Wouldn't that be funny if you
it.
just started calling people with their phones out nerds? Just like, friggin' nerd.
Friggin'
Look
nerd.
At you. Put it away, nerd.
You need a pocket protector for that calculator,
and you
nerd.
Take a big old photo of them and skateboard off, you nerd.
That does not sound like
Popping
what I was
popcorn.
like in 3rd grade,
Popping
or any of the 80s. So,
It's like,
oh, Bumblebee fell down. All right, well
Poor
that's
Bumblebee.
all right. So we're gonna jump over here to 1980. We would have
Here we
been
go.
5 years old. Is that right?
Sure.
Okay, that math seems
4,
right.
like, because I
4 or
was
5.
76. Yeah.
Okay,
it's
so
4 April.
4 or 5. Yeah, I was. You're
4.
April. I was August. So yeah. So there we go. So we'll
we
see
go.
if any of this rings a bell. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know.
Special times like this are times to remember.
I do like the Norman Rockwell into the.
I remember
The
that
family.
wallpaper. I don't remember regular carbon batteries.
I remember the phrase regular carbon batteries because there was this leap in technology, but it was before lithium batteries or whatever. It was before like.
On and on.
Do
Do
you
they slip into alkaline? Are they all alkaline?
do you remember the mascot before the bunny, the Australian fellow? I know he's
No.
not from 1980. His name was Jocko. We'll get to Jocko later.
Okay. Buy
The
this
new Ford Rectangle.
Ford box, yeah.
But not at the expense
With the lap belts.
It
No,
gets-
they don't do the strap.
it's like exactly the same gas mileage our van gets.
So it really hasn't improved. Because, I mean, I drive a Honda and it gets, 31.
Yeah, but I'm talking about a giant minivan.
Yeah.
Oh, Wendy's, if you're listening to us, bring back those uniforms. Look at those hats.
Yeah.
I know the employees want to wear those hats.
Do they?
And then kill themselves.
I don't know, man. It was this throwback. The 80s is this weird throwback to the 50s with the bow tie.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, there was the
But
50s
hair's
throwback.
longer. Things are, the patterns are a little crazier.
Okay, now I've unlocked a memory.
What's that?
When you said that the 50s was the thing in 1980,
It totally
in
was.
the 80s, that totally reminded me of one of the first TV shows that I remember seeing, which was, we're going to have to look and see what year it came out. It was a god-awful show
What's it called?
Sha Na Na. And do you remember Sha
So
Na?
Shauna Na was on
There we go.
was on Happy Days at one point.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, 77 to 81. I specifically remember watching that show. So it very well could have been in 1980. And I remember I was one of those weird kids that had a cassette recorder and a mic, and I would tape things off the TV and listen to it later. And I remember taping some Sha Na Na.
Because they were all bob.
Yeah, it was all. It was a greaser. It was all. Yeah, it was comedy skits and yeah, from the 50s.
I totally
and
remember that
yeah,
one too.
Yeah, but yeah, that was the throwback. Now here we are in 2021, and the 80s are back. You know, now in the 90s it was the 70s.
Yeah.
Because even in high school, I remember my senior year, there was a very rich kind of Lisa Turtle girl who
Turtle.
who went to school. She was like fashionista. So anyway, she came in one day with these bell bottoms, and we were like, "Are those bell bottoms?" And she's like, "Yes," and they were $185, and blah. And we were like, "What in the
Weird.
crap?"
I did own a pair of Jinkos. Does that count? Does that
No,
count?
no, that
Those are
does
belly.
not-
Those
that
are big.
does
I had
not
the big,
count.
huge Jinkos at one point. I mean, it doesn't get much more bell than that.
Well.
I mean, it's like a deep, like gong kind of bell.
Yeah.
They were
Well, all right.
anyway, America.
All right, we'll get to parachute pants before too long. I can feel
So
it.
Wendy's with the square burgers, right? Because they
Yeah.
got the square lights. Do they still do the square burgers?
Still square
Okay.
burgers. What about Clara Peller and Where's the Beef? What year was that? That
I think that was 82.
must be coming up.
It's coming up.
We'll
It's coming
surprise ourselves with that. We've got James Garner and his gigantic
up. Giving
Polaroid.
puppies for Christmas? That's sweet.
And people still buy frickin' Polaroids, instant cameras.
Mm-hmm.
You view through the lens.
through the lens.
What magic technology?
Look at
That's
this terrible
That's a
shot.
terrible picture.
Look at this Instagram filter of a
James.
commercial. It's so funny.
James, that was a terrible
See,
photo.
and James Gardner as a star, like really, like he's he's a
Sure.
grandfather.
She's buying what, 4 boxes of Crest?
Putting
How
them all
many?
around the house.
Yeah,
How many
all right.
bathrooms
Hide
are
them in the
there?
closet.
Yeah.
Got to put them in here. The kids
Yeah.
eat it like candy. You got to hide it.
Dress with floor stand than any other.
Those glasses, though.
Always buying the same toothpaste thing up is so exciting.
My mom had glasses like that. Had the big.
See now this definitely looks 80s and not, even though this is 1980, it looks 80s and not 70s. You know what I mean? Now this still looks 70s. That guy's hair looks
The
like
best.
mid 70s.
What are they selling?
It's got to be deodorant.
Oh, yeah, he stinks.
Thanks to Sure Solid.
Oh,
Did
I
we
remember that. Yeah, I remember the
Okay,
bars,
okay,
the
hold-
colors. Yeah.
Okay.
What are they doing? They're gonna
Well-
X-Acto knife it.
Here's my question. Did we start, I guess as a nation, stinking a lot more since then? Because look how small that thing of deodorant is.
Solid through and through.
Yeah.
Look how
compared to
little it is.
The X-Acto knife is huge. It's an axe. It's like size.
axe.
X-Acto.
I don't think so. But that's a tiny little
That's
thing.
weird. It was a travel stick.
Travel. Okay, maybe.
You can give them Novahistine.
Novahistine.
What the heck? Oh, I remember the
Wow.
colors though.
Yeah, look at that. See, Dow from Dow Chemicals.
Novahistine. I wish you could turn the box around. It's like, yeah, it's straight up meth in this stuff.
Well, wait. I think let's see.
What are
They've,
they- yeah.
they've got to tell the ingredients.
Novahistine and Robitussin both contain active ingredients, but these Novahistine cough products all have a cough suppressant, dextromethorphan.
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 Is that the same shit that's
Oh.
in stuff now?
Thinking that's
Oh.
like the blue meth that they're making out in Santa Fe or wherever.
We've got to get our hands on some new old stuff.
Yeah.
Novahistamine, man.
Robbing the Novahistamine.
But it's got to be the
train.
DMX.
Yeah.
Is that Novahistamine DMX?
Oh, it's too soon, Josh. Too
Sorry,
soon.
I'm
Too
reading
soon.
the box. I'm
soon,
literally just,
Novahistamine.
just reading it. My apologies.
soon.
My apologies. My apologies. I was just reading the box.
Shut 'em
Maybe it's
down.
OMX.
Stop, drop,
All right.
shut them down, open up
Shop. Yeah.
Because you can't buy better care for a cough.
Sinus driving you crazy.
His hair is driving me
Is
crazy.
this a sinus? Is
Yeah, is
sinus?
sinus is sinus driving you crazy?
Who says
Wait,
is
wait, wait, wait.
sinus?
Sinutab.
The most.
I remember that box. I
the
don't really
bright yellow.
remember. Yeah.
The bright yellow
It's a
is
little
like, this is
egg.
drug. Like, careful.
Yeah, and it's got orange like a warning. They wanted
Yeah.
to make sure back then. Not now. Now it looks like a
Because
candy
this stuff, I bet,
package.
sped you up, man.
Oh yeah. For those of you who don't know, kids, when you really wanted to get all zazzed out, all you needed was some Sudafed or some.
Pop a couple Sinutabs and
Yeah. And hey, you guys have heard of robo tripping? Hey, that was our generation that invented that. You're welcome. Sorry, I didn't do. I'm just saying,
do
I
that
didn't.
one.
I didn't really like the taste of that anyway.
No, yeah, I wasn't like a medicine kid. No, I was a Pepto-Bismol kid. I did.
Really?
That bubble gummy,
You like that?
sweet,
Yeah,
pepperminty.
okay.
I kind of dug. I would sneak shots of Pepto-Bismol every
Okay,
now and then.
I will. I have a confession.
Uh-oh.
Okay. For those of you who are familiar with syrup of Epicac, then you'll
It's a grandma's syrup.
you'll know maybe where this is going. I remember this vividly, and it had to have been 80 or before.
Okay.
I remember while everyone was in the backyard for some kind of gathering, I climbed up on the cabinet, got up to the top shelf, and got the whole jar of Flintstone vitamins. My thought was,
wow.
I'll just eat the whole
Those
week's
were?
worth.
'Cause they were
They were
candies.
delicious, you
They're
guys.
chalky, powdery,
Yes.
kind of grainy. Yeah.
So I ate a bunch of them. I don't know how many. And then I probably went and told my mom, who made me drink the
not
syrup
impressed.
of Epicac, and I puked for 36 hours.
Ugh.
Or
Jesus,
so,
Ma.
or so it seems.
It's just some vitamin C.
So there we go. Kids, don't eat a whole bottle of Flintstone vitamins.
pity the fool that eats Flintstone
I don't really think
vitamins.
that it would really do much harm to you, but the syrup of Epicac is
Yeah.
not worth it. All right, sign
good.
you, Tab.
Sign
Sign
on.
me up.
I've been doing laundry for 50 years.
She
Look at
was a
the-
TV star. She was in shows.
See now look at the font on that. That does not look 80s. That
very
totally looks
70s,
70s.
yeah, the
They
colors.
have not made the transfer of
Thousands
style.
of softness.
What are softness cells? Wait, softness cell,
Tainted love.
tainted love,
Tainted
laundry.
love. Oh, there we no.
New Clean Free beats every other leading brand.
Do you remember when static cling seemed like the worst thing in the world?
Yeah, like
it was
bunched up
yeah.
your dress and you
Yeah.
couldn't make it to the meeting on time.
Yeah. It was like you had to worry about quicksand and static cling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some pretty particular people to feed. And Fleischmann's is the only
That is quite a spread for outdoor
Neanderthal
camping.
of a dad.
zero cholesterol.
I feel good about Fleischmann.
Thought it was Craig T. Nelson.
It's helping us cut down in
So
saturated
put some
fat.
corn on your corn.
Good about Fleischmann's too, because I just love the taste.
I feel good about Fleischmann.
God, wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, go back
I'm
to
gonna,
that. That's
I'm gonna creep everybody out.
That's some
Let's see if I
creepy
can.
stuff. Yeah.
Too, because I just love the taste.
Right there.
Guilty. Guilty.
Let's go full screen. Oh, look at him.
Screenshot at America. Yeah, that's
he's
good.
looking at you while he eats his
Here's your
corn.
meme challenge, ladies and gentlemen. Fleischmann's 100% corn oil, zero cholesterol.
Sorry, we're sorry, you guys.
Official
Sorry about
margarine
that.
of white people. Ooh, this is classy.
See, now, this is back when you could tell
Ooh.
it was a perfume commercial.
There's moments in the
Now-
80s where I really miss the 80s.
Yeah, now it's
The blown back hair. She's got to be like 17. That's weird.
she's got to be like 80.
Oof.
Cachet. Prince Machiavelli.
So that still exists. Does Cachet still? I know Prince Machiavelli.
Well,
I've
he
heard
still
that's-
exists.
Yeah,
I mean, he's
the
probably
brand
dead.
or whatever. Yeah.
Gaston, William Shatner, Stephanie Zimbalist, and John Houseman will continue in a moment.
I'd totally watch that right now if we could. That's incredible. Oh, yeah.
I did like this show.
That's incredible.
Because it had the 3 hosts that would come out.
Yeah,
and-
yeah.
and they'd have different segments about weird Americans.
Yeah.
It was cool.
It was very similar to Ripley's Believe It or Not. I think it was pretty much exactly the same show, but with more like live things done
It was
specifically
more
for the show,
yeah,
I guess.
like family friendly. It was more. It wasn't as freaky. Ripley's got
Ripley's was
freaky
pretty freaky.
sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I mean, it'd be like tattooed people freaky. Like ooh, it's the 80s.
Now, do you
Yeah.
remember? And I don't know what year that was. We have to look real quick. Do you remember the? It seems to me this would be really the first reality show, and that is Circus of the Stars.
That was
You remember Circus of
ongoing.
the Stars?
Yeah.
What year was that? Between
That's 90,
started
yeah.
in '77.
Yeah.
Started in '77.
So we're in the ballpark, yeah.
So there was definitely some
Just looking at the
in
names,
'80.
yeah.
Now, for those of you who don't know, okay, sorry, that's just horrible and bright. For those of you who don't know, and why would you? Circus of the Stars asked the question that we were never thinking: could Blair from The Facts of Life walk a tightrope?
Could she?
I don't know.
Yeah.
And then it was could.
Can we look up Circus of the Stars
All
80s?
right. Let's see if we can find.
America wants to see that.
Do they?
Let's go down the rabbit hole.
All right. So let's go back to YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
right,
And
let's
see,
search
this is meta. It's a
Circus
YouTube
of
show
the
about looking at YouTube, and
Well,
it's like what the
yeah.
kids do.
Oh, here we go. We can
We're
actually
like the
search for
kids.
each year. That's great. All right. Well, show me Circus of the Stars 1980. Who was doing what? All right. 81, 88, 83,
Rowan. Oh, Morgan
84,
Fairchild. How
90,
are you? Good to see you.
86.
Is that Danny Bonaducci?
There's-
No, that's the other kid.
There's a pre-Wasp band, 1980. That's probably not very
Jack
friendly.
Klugman?
Okay,
Jamie Lee
here was-
Curtis?
Here was the Great Andre with Joan Rivers. This was from Circus of the Stars.
We
in
get Joan
1980.
Rivers. I want Jamie Lee Curtis.
Well, that wasn't 1980.
I know, but, come on. Let's flub this thing.
Funniest woman in the world.
Angela Lansbury.
Challenges to her career.
Korea.
Man to a dog. Not an ordinary dog, of course, but a fabulous 4-year-old performing poodle with a bag of tricks that will make you laugh and wonder and cheer. The question is, who'll be the top dog tonight? The canine or the comedian? You be the judge as we introduce that incredible poodle superstar.
$10 says Joan looks exactly the same as she did.
She was
when
kind of cute back in
died.
the day, yeah.
The turn of the century in Denver, Miss Joan Rivers.
She's like bouncy.
Yeah.
The great Andre. Nothing? Nothing. My partner, Kelly. But Zippo in the box. Am I correct?
Zippo in the box.
And you?
Okay, see,
Wait,
some
he's dumping the dog in the back of the bus.
yeah,
right?
obviously he's pulling it out of his pants. See, now this is not the kind of stuff I remember.
No, not at all.
Because this has no real consequence. I'm talking Dana Plato walking on broken glass.
Yeah, no. That's a big
This
dog.
is disappointing. Those are the memories I have. Is things like that. Yeah. So Joan does magic. Okay. Well.
How
all right.
did they do it?
Yeah. How did they?
He didn't
yeah.
have that dog in his
Wow.
pants.
Oh yes, he did. No, I guess
No.
he probably didn't.
Yeah. Hee
let's
Haw.
jump
Do you
back
remember
to,
Hee Haw?
Of course, I remember.
So
Hee
Hee Haw
Sure.
1980s. Turn that stuff on. Let's
Well,
watch a little.
Well, we've got.
a little
Let's
boom chicka boom
let's
chicka.
finish our
Okay,
our
the commercial
commercials here.
segment. We're almost home.
Because look at that Mustang.
Yes.
That doesn't look like a Mustang.
Not at all. But I do like a T-top.
Well, yeah.
I do like a T-top.
Why are people always driving on sand dunes?
Yeah, that seems like a terrible thing to do.
Have you ever driven in the sand? Like, have you ever thought, I'd go drive the sand dunes, I just don't have the right kind of car?
Yeah. Apparently it's a Mustang.
Yeah. Drive on the beach. Don't drive on the beach, fellas. I've watched too many fail army videos.
Oof.
Yeah, I know better than that. Is that a model?
Vehicle. I always wanted a mail truck.
Yeah, you remember when you could buy those at auction for like $50?
No, because
No?
I would have bought one. No one told me.
Yeah, you could. Okay, maybe not $50, but you could. Yeah, you could get them at those auctions.
That'd have been cool.
You probably still can.
sure.
They probably still turn them over. They're right-hand drive, though. I mean,
Oh yeah, that's the whole point.
that's why you
It's
want
weird
it.
and
Okay.
strange and-
What in the ever-loving bad animation is that?
spots.
Oh, he's putting spots on everything. Yeah, that was another big thing. You had to worry about spots on your dishes, static cling, and quicksand.
And they also so there was Calgon too, wasn't
Oh
there?
man, look, those are the blue crystal meth things. Look at that,
They really were
man.
into that back in the day.
That's how you make it.
Calgonite.
Don't get
sounds
confused with
so,
Calgon.
Yeah, technical and scientific.
Okay, did
Calgon.
you ever have an outfit like that?
I think I had 3.
Oh wow.
They did fake the moon landing.
Television's a touch involved movie.
Is this a PBS commercial? What is this?
I like it.
Experience it at its best on the
Oh, it's got to be a television commercial. It's so real.
award-winning Sony film.
Ooh. You got to
Puts
get
you
up and
in
push the
the
button
game.
to turn it off.
Puts you in the game. Neosinephrine.
What in the crap
Everything
is
is
that?
so like scientific, like
Yeah, they didn't give it clever
Formula,
names
no.
to like roll off the tongue.
we get like Valtrex.
It's
We
like,
get,
what is the chemical compound's name? It's called neosinephrine.
Yep,
Okay, then
they'll
that's
put it
what
on
the
the box.
that's what the product's called.
That's weird. That's uncanny valley. I don't like that.
Adult strength.
Eey.
That is a big bulb. It looks like lemon juice.
Mhm.
And there we go. Well,
Well,
that
yeah.
that was fun.
Thank you, 1980.
You
There's a
know-
line being crossed. There's an obvious 70s, 80s line being kind of crossed, and I think it's weird.
Now, what were the big fashions in 1980? It was bold, bright colors at the start of 80.
Huh.
And then by 81, it went to giant shoulders. All right. Well,
Well, she's got some giant shoulders.
yeah,
too.
I was going to say, those are pretty big shoulder pads there. All right. Well, Circus of the Stars didn't pan out.
No, hee-haw, bro, hee-haw.
All right, hee-haw.
Come
Let's
on, I know.
All right.
But
I
it's
mean,
a
hey,
huge
listen.
one. I mean, we are in Little Rock. I mean, it was Friday night TV. I would go to Nana and Papa's house, and
Likewise, that's where I watched
and
hee-haw.
we watch Hee-Haw. Ooh, what about
spell hee-haw.
what's the one? There's Hee-Haw, and then what else came on around that time? It was what was
There's Boxcar Willie on Hee-Haw,
the
1980.
dancing show? I'm good on Boxcar Willie. I want to see like just the guys talking.
Well, let's see if
I just wanna see the rednecks talking. It's fun.
1980. There we go. Well, there's just music.
Dang it, Bobby.
Well, I'm trying. There's Crystal Gale. 84.
Roy Clark,
Was it
man.
out in 80? I don't know that Hee-Haw was in 80.
I mean, it's 71, and then they had 85.
Oh, well,
so
no,
it's
yeah,
in
that
there
says
somewhere.
Boxcar
Yeah.
Willie on you. All right, well.
I mean, yeah, we don't have to, but it's just, just the ridiculousness of, like, country, trucker, southern culture. Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
What were the... what about movie trailers? We got some in there, We got some movie trailers from
Okay.
1980.
We got 2 hours worth of trailers.
Holy crap! Is this Airplane?
It is.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
Airplane.
So yeah, what else? There was Popeye came out in 80.
Popeye.
Yeah.
Now that's I remember
Private Benjamin.
I remember my parents taking me to see Popeye
Yeah.
in the theaters. I
I had to
definitely
wait
remember that.
for that one on VHS.
And
yeah.
my significant other Blake has no interest in this and thinks I'm crazy, but that film was shot on the island of Malta.
Mhm.
And they built the set, and it's still
there. It's like
it's
it's
being
a
used as a
tourist-
theme park.
yeah.
It's like a tourist theme park, and I would love to go and visit that. I
Let's go to
don't
Malta.
know why, but
You,
I
you and I
would
want
love
to take
that.
you want to take a tropical vacation with me and just leave our significant others at
Josh
home?
and Wyatt go to Malta.
Why not, man?
We'll just have to tell them that we're either going to take them to Malta or take each other, and then at that point they will probably both go, yes, take each other to Malta.
I bet they would actually. Yeah.
Now if we can get them to pay for it, well then we're on our
Well,
way.
no, we gotta foot that bill.
Now Airplane has been considered like most number of jokes, like rapid fire
Yeah,
jokes
per minute.
per
or
minute.
whatever.
Yeah. All right, what else have we got?
How long it is, though? I mean, that's the thing. We're still watching the same
The
trailer.
same trailer, these long trailers. You watch.
He pops her. That's so sad.
Okay, now what movie is this? What did I miss?
What is this?
I don't know. I skipped through the.
It's the
first-
one where he goes into the chamber. I forget what it's called.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ah!
It's yeah. What is this? What's it called? I
don't
don't want
know.
to know.
Is this Altered States?
I think so.
Was that John Larroquette? Oh man, nothing says 80s like John Larroquette.
Yeah, poor John Larroquette just kind of disappeared. That was Larry and my other brother Daryl.
Oh yeah. He was in Blade Runner too.
Weird.
Oh,
Altered States.
yeah, Altered States. I think I saw that
Weird.
once.
How weird.
I always get that one and From Beyond confused. I guess because those are they're similar.
Kind of the same
Yeah,
shtick,
they're kinda
right?
similar.
Yeah.
All right, what do we got here?
American Gigolo.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I've never seen
I-
American
well,
Gigolo.
it's-
I don't think I've ever seen.
I
I'm not a-
don't know. I'm not a big Richard,
Richard
Gere
Gere,
person. I mean,
yeah.
I understand the appeal. I get it and whatnot, but
Any which way you can. Now,
Oh, what was the one? Stir Crazy came out in
Yeah.
1980. Yeah. What?
we'll get demonetized. Yeah. This was back when all you needed to make a good movie was a monkey. Just put a monkey in there,
Redneck culture.
and
Yeah. BJ and the Bear level stuff.
yeah. Clint Eastwood and a monkey.
She's very classy for the circus or whatever.
All right. So what's the next one? What's that one called? Brubaker.
Yeah, this is not.
Yeah,
anything I
Robert
watched,
Redford
yeah.
and Brubaker. Yeah. Some of these. Oh wait a minute.
Is that Caddyshack?
Caddyshack. Now, okay. Now we're talking.
God, he's such a slime ball, Chevy
Oh,
Chase.
oh,
And I
yeah.
don't know him.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
Chevy,
no,
if you're
he-
watching, I don't mean anything rude, but like just
No,
the
the
characters.
character is such a slime ball. Yeah.
Yeah. Which, I mean, they say that, yeah, it is what it is, but
Did you ever see the sequel? I made a point to never
That's so
see the
stupid.
sequel.
Oh, Caddyshack 2?
Yeah.
Electric Boogaloo? No, I did not. I did not.
No, I think it's Caddyshack 2 through the
Back
portal
to
of
the
time.
shack.
Who wants an education. And guess what? You take drugs, Anthony, every day.
Good.
She's got a bad reputation, and she's working hard to keep it.
Ted Knight.
Oh.
Oh, I love Ted Knight.
Yeah, Too Close for Comfort.
I was just gonna say, Too Close for Comfort with Jim J. Bullock. Great show.
Mm-hmm.
Great show.
He's not crazy.
And that little cow puppet, space cow.
Yeah, and he used, which I was
Yeah.
like, why would an artist have a puppet to draw the cow? Like,
yeah, it was like for
the cow was
inspiration.
drawing himself. It was
Yeah.
ridiculous. Yeah.
Now, okay.
The commercials are way long.
Now I'll tell you my funny story about Caddyshack. Yeah, the trailers are fairly long. When I was a kid, there were a lot of movies that I saw only through Fox 16 Sunday afternoon
because they
movies.
only had like 10 movies.
So I'd
like
pop
Weird
the,
Science and,
right,
yeah.
we would tape these. So there were a lot of
All
movies
the-
that
all the
I
John Hughes
only
movies.
I only saw those movies edited for years and years.
Oh yeah.
And I remember at one point someone was saying something about Caddyshack. I was like, oh, I love Caddyshack. And they were like, oh, the scene with the baby Ruth and blah, blah, blah. Well, that whole scene was edited out of the Fox 16 version, so I never saw that.
Well, they didn't want
so
to
I
give
had no
us
idea
kids
what they
ideas.
were talking about. Yeah, just a candy bar in the pool.
Yeah.
Can't show that on
Nope.
on TV.
Because that comes out of the butt, and butts
So-
are wrong. Butts are evil. Don't have a butt.
Don't have a butt.
Don't make candy bars.
It's still going?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I mean, you're going to watch the whole stupid movie by the end of it.
You see all the best lines. Oh, okay, now here's another classic. I mean, obviously. Is this their second? This isn't, this isn't Up in Smoke. Which one is this?
I don't remember.
I think this is their second. I think it's the second one. I just think it's just called Next Movie or something. Yeah, that makes sense.
Get to the wrong wall. So dumb.
Rims
He's
on
got
our
like
ass.
the decoy rims.
Really, you can't. I mean, you can't beat the first one with Stacy Keach.
So ridiculous.
All right, so we got Cheech and Chong. What was?
Yeah, what's
let's
up
just
next?
Go on. Oh,
Oof.
look at Tommy Lee Young.
He's Tommy Lee Jones.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I know. I was making a comment how young he is.
Oh, was that what? Yeah. No, you don't have to yell about it. Relax, man.
Where Tommy Lee Jones would yell about it.
Where's
so
Where's
I was-
Tommy Lee Young's
I
eyebrows?
don't know. He hadn't grown those yet.
They were
He's too
kind of,
young.
they were, maybe it's just the grain. Yeah.
Come in later.
Coal miner's daughter.
You boys stop fighting. Listen to me sing.
Brand new on the Zero label.
He doesn't like that she gets successful.
Here's 20 minutes of this movie.
Yeah, I know. What? Kugler.
City detective in search of a killer is about to disappear into the night.
What is this? I don't
His
know
hair's so
what this
bushy.
is. Yeah, it is. I don't know what this is.
An odyssey. Cruising.
Cruising.
Okay, cruising. All right. Did I pause it? No. Oh my God! I
What's
thought
happening?
I paused it.
We,
It was
wait, how much time was that? Yeah, like now it really does. Like we get to the point now. Like time's money,
Yeah,
people.
The pacing.
Yeah,
is
we
so
don't have
bad.
like a minute and a half to show you the movie. Oh Oh my god! And no music.
No,
You're just sitting
dry.
there thinking about cruising,
You have the money
which has
for
so many
that.
connotations.
Yeah. Come on.
What? Yes. Fame.
Oh, Fame. Okay. Fame. I'm gonna live forever. And then
Hmm?
But I don't know what I'll do if I can't dance.
and then you can just substitute Fame for anything else in that situation. Just go.
I do
Flash,
remember seeing
I'm
Fame
gonna
as a
live
kid.
forever.
Like, yeah, because I was always like.
Now the show or the movie? Because there was a
both,
movie then
but
a show,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. Well, it's a play, a movie, a show.
Oh, play, movie, show.
TV.
Well, it was a book, then a play, then a movie, then a show,
They
and
made a
then it
video
was
game.
rebooted into a video game
Spun off the video game.
starring Leonardo DiCaprio. And then they turned the video game into another Broadway musical.
All anyone ever promised me was 7 classes a day and a hot lunch.
Then it was on Quibi. Womp womp. All right, so we got Fame. Fame was Fame, and then what
I
else?
got absorbed into it. Now I want to watch Fame
Well,
again.
this is 2 hours worth of trailers. We can't watch all of the.
Yeah, just spin.
He's the bad guy in Strange Brew. What year was Strange Brew? That's got to be early 80s. We'll get there pretty soon. All right, let's see what else
I
we
have no
got.
clue what any of that is.
A robbery is in progress. But help is on the way.
What in the crap?
Oh, it's John
It's
Ritter.
John Ritter. What is this?
John Ritter is Steve Nichols, hero at large.
No. Oh, she cute.
Such a nice boy.
He can fly.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we have got your homework now.
Yeah.
We are finding this
Someone
movie.
send us a copy.
Crime is dirty business.
Oh, she's an architect.
We just watched the Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode that he guest starred in. He plays it. Well, I don't
He's
want
like
to
a
spoil
dad,
it.
right?
Yeah, he's like a dad who comes in, starts dating the
stepdad,
mom. Yeah, I don't want to spoil it because
If they haven't seen it by now, it's not spoiler.
all right, fine.
He was dead the whole time.
No,
It's
he was a
fine.
robot. He was a robot.
It's fine.
He was like a cyborg.
No, I made a
So,
7
no,
cents
I
reference.
know. 7 cents.
Well, I threw it off just in case someone wants to watch the other one. Now they're gonna be like, I don't know the ending to 6 cents. I know about that 7 cents.
It's like he's still Jack Tripper, but he's also a
He'll
superhero
always
at
be Jack
night.
Tripper.
Putting themselves on the line for other people. That's what being a hero is.
How ridiculous did he feel?
Who got carried away with a role.
It's just like any other part. You gotta really get into it. Captain Adventure.
Send you out on these missions anyway. You're agent.
Got pegboard on the kitchen wall. Okay.
The biggest hit of the year with a simple gimmick. Captain Adventure comes to your neighborhood.
Authorities are still wondering who the man in the red, blue, and yellow costume with the large A on his chest really is.
I can't believe
It's me, Steve
Right.
Nichols.
I've never heard of this. This seems like the kind
It
of movie that
seems
would have.
familiar, but
It
it's
seems
not,
like it would have
it's
been.
nothing I remember watching. Definitely.
It seems like the perfect kind of movie to like run on Saturday afternoons and Sunday afternoons.
That guy.
Kevin McCarthy. Wow. Was he always that old?
Yeah.
I guess.
I think
so.
he was. He
I
was
think
one of those, like,
he was
you know-
born that. He was born that age.
Yeah. Deal with the devil. He
Came
he-
out, the silver
yeah.
hair and a suit, looking
He's
real
just taking
smarmy.
care of his dead body. He's just a corpse wandering through.
Oh, it's Neil
yeah.
Diamond. Yeah, jazz singer. Okay, all right.
John Carpenter's The Fog.
John Carpenter's The Fog. Okay. Yeah, with Adrian
Oh,
Barbeau.
wow.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's a good one. That's a good one. What?
So let's see what you really want.
What the what?
I don't know.
Oh, not the. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's just see if I
She
can
was
find it.
running around beating up men? I mean, good for her.
Just tell me what you want.
No clue what that is.
No, with Peter Weller, Myrtle,
Huh.
anyway.
So it's a. No, I don't even know.
Keenan Wynn comes blowing in.
Huh.
All right, what else? Oh, here we got a family film. Well, actually, PG in 1980.
That could mean a lot.
Oh, this
yeah.
is My Bodyguard. Now I remember this.
I don't know this.
Okay, because you got Matt Dillon there,
Ugh, look at his hair.
and you got Chris Makepeace. Do you recognize Chris Makepeace there with the fuzzy head?
Yeah.
Because he was only in one other movie.
What was it? I know his face.
Well, if you pair him up with Bill Murray,
No clue. Yeah.
he played Rudy in Meatballs.
Oh.
But
Who's
but
his bodyguard? He's
yeah,
a kid.
wait till you see the Bodyguard, because he's also a very familiar face.
That was me before. Eat this.
Ooh.
Just some kid from school who didn't want to kill me. Hey, Shelly, want to go to the movies today? Sure. Have a real good time while you're there, huh?
Joe Cusack.
Was it?
And that's, what's his name? The blonde right there was the one that beat up Ralph Macchio.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't my grandmother. Wasn't my father.
Martin Mull.
Mull.
This movie has everyone.
People don't do that around here.
Come on. Yeah, there he is.
It was my bodyguard.
What the what?
My bodyguard. A crazy idea.
I'd like you to meet my bodyguard. Anything you want to say to me, talk to him first.
That led to a great friendship. This is a story of hallway.
What's his name from
And the most important lesson.
Serenity? And,
Yeah. Baldwin. He's the forgettable Baldwin.
Yeah.
Sadly, and I only say that because Billy Baldwin has like a bad connotation.
Yeah, and then there's the
Anything about
Christian
him.
Baldwin. Is Billy the Christian one?
I don't remember.
One of 'em-
Adam. That's Adam
Yeah.
Baldwin. Introducing Adam Baldwin.
That's
his
crazy.
first. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
There's no place like heaven. It's the nicest. Oh, hello.
All right. What? Yeah, see these dramas from the 80s I
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
have
was-
seen.
yeah,
Okay, now
there's your
here's our
Popeye.
Popeye right away. Blonde hair,
Right away.
Robin
25
Williams.
minutes later.
Right away, 25 minutes into the
Right on
trailers.
time.
Right up front. Like it knew we were waiting for it. Now, have you watched this since you were a kid? Because
No.
it is fucking weird
Yeah,
as shit.
I'm sure it is.
I watched. I even like fell down a Popeye rabbit hole at one point where people were talking
How
about.
does one fall down a Popeye rabbit hole?
There's one over there. Don't step in. I put
Yeah.
a rug on top of
Nice,
it.
the cone.
Yeah, if I had a cone. But apparently
Shelly
there was a
Duvall.
video about things that were like in the script and in the story, but then they changed for one reason or another.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's something to do with the octopus, and there was something elsewhere I don't remember. But they made a bunch of changes, and it's like, oh, that's why it doesn't make sense, because they had that phooey. People don't say phooey enough.
With his closed eye.
Yeah, how do you do that? I wonder
Yeah.
if they glued his eyes
Just the whole
shut
time.
with like, yeah. I mean, did they?
Let's see if we can do
spear
the
it
rest of
down
the
it?
show with one eye.
Oh man!
In honor of Popeye.
I don't want to.
Nope. That's what you got to do.
I can't see you now.
Yeah, it's one eye. Well, you have to turn and face me.
Oh,
I'm over
all
here.
right. Okay. Well,
Okay,
I mean, now
one
I
eye.
can't. But now I can't. Oh, that
One
just
eye.
sucks.
No, it's good.
Like one-eyed
In honor
Willie.
of Popeye.
All right, we'll do this. We got to do this for One-Eyed Willie when we hit Goonies territory.
Well, no,
All
we'll
right,
just wear
anyway,
eye patches
what is
for that.
what is this? I don't mind.
God, I can't. Yeah, it's too
Goldie Hawn. Yeah. All right.
Private Benjamin.
Oh, Private Benjamin. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. See, now everybody knows Private Benjamin because it's the best song to whistle when you're in detention. It's a Breakfast Club reference.
I thought that was like Bridge Over the River Kwai or something.
I don't know. It's a theme song from Private Benjamin.
Is it?
Yeah.
Look up theme song to Private Benjamin.
All right.
Because I just don't. I question, but only because I just don't remember.
Okay. All right. Maybe it was was there a TV show as well?
Yeah, I totally
Okay.
was.
Hey, look, we can watch our show. There's
Are we
one-
on?
Yeah.
How many people? One person's watching.
It's probably Blake.
Thanks, Blake.
Hi, Blake.
Hi, Blake.
Okay, what about Private Benjamin?
Benjamin.
Benjamin. Is there a theme?
Theme.
Surely.
Theme song
Intro?
right there.
Okay.
Go up.
Well,
Does it go up?
Hi, I'm Judy Benjamin.
Hi, Judy.
My parents gave me everything. Clothes, cars, money. Everything that is except a purpose.
I can't wait till we get to those weird sitcoms from the 80s when, like, the kid was an alien or the kid was a robot or...
Oh, yeah. Small Wonder?
Yeah.
Small Wonder was the jam.
Well, there was another one with a girl that was an alien. That is a different song.
I thought so. I knew it was like a Rat-a-tat Army something or other.
Well, that's a...
Because this was like Saturday. This is
Yeah.
90s Saturday morning. So get this off of here. What are we doing?
I don't...
We can't watch this. This isn't right. Is that Creed? Creed, is that you?
I don't think it.
It would say Creed on it. I guess we could have held on.
I guess we could have, but I mean it. Special appearance by Albert Brooks.
What's happening?
I don't know, but it's
Still in the 70s.
disco-rific.
We're still in the 70s. Prom night?
Someone who waits
Ooh.
can help.
Nah, chop!
Prom night.
Yeah.
Yay, prom night.
Back by midnight, you won't be coming home.
You won't be coming home.
Nope.
Story about Robert Gusa Jr.
Four inhabitants on Saturn 3.
What is this?
Oh, yeah, Saturn 3. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know this at all.
Yeah, I don't know the film, but this is one of those movie rental place box arts that I just remember. Like, I remember that
That
from the
weird
box.
head, but big chest. Oh, what's gonna happen?
Oh, there's a guy in a motion capture
Oh no!
suit.
Oh, eyeball
oh,
stuff is not good, but she
oh.
had pretty green eyes. Look at that. Oh, eyeball
gonna
stuff.
take that eye right out of there.
Blah, 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 blah.
Well, her eyes are still there.
Or he'll lift you up and put his things in your eyes.
That sounds worse than it.
That's Kirk. Russ, or it's
Kirk Douglas?
Yes, Steve Douglas.
That's Doug Steveless.
Gary Steveless, Doug Jr. the Fourth, with throat cancer. I mean, come on, his son. That's a douchey man. Like, come on. Like, no, why are you even bringing that up, you weirdo? I have no.
Like
What's
I
it
said,
called?
I think it's called Saturn 3.
No
Yeah, Saturn
clue.
3.
Yeah,
I
that
just
one,
remember I
yeah.
just remember the VHS box art. That's what I remember.
Them all together.
Hold it right there. You're under arrest. Police are on their way.
Oh, Robert Goulier. But it's not Robert Goulier. It's the other one.
No, Robert Guillaume.
Guillaume, thank you. Goulet is totally different dude. Who's also from the 80s at
Yeah.
points. He,
All right, we
he
will
made
get
some
to-
appearances.
We will get to Robert Guillaume.
Guillaume, I was close,
Robert
man.
Goulet.
Old times.
Nope.
A comedy.
Yeah, no, I don't. How did I miss that? I mean, it's got everybody in it.
Yeah, it's just some weird. I don't even know that play.
Now here is an American classic.
Yeah.
Finally, right up front.
First and foremost.
First in line.
We want to show this to you first. Let's get the good stuff first.
Smokey and the Bandit. Now, at one point, we had a big,
Friggin' stupid.
we had a big New Year's Eve party, I think, and we came up with a Smokey and the Bandit drinking game.
Okay.
And so anytime somebody lost a door, you did a shot, and there were certain things you did.
Okay.
Anytime they said Arkansas, you had to yell Woo Pig Suey.
Or you had to take a shot.
Yeah.
No way. He's gonna make a fool out of
Yeah, just the country cool of the 80s, of early 80s. Just very strange.
Yeah.
Like,
Now, if as an adult living in Arkansas, if you watch Smokey and the Bandit, you'll notice the route makes no sense whatsoever. Absolutely no sense.
wait,
They
like
had
the root
to,
story.
No, the
route they take.
R-O-U-T-E, yes.
The route.
Yes, the route.
The way they go don't make no sense.
The dang way that they've been going.
Dude, they took I-30 to 35, man. That's just stupid. They're just trying to get to New Orleans.
Well, all right. If you look at Arkansas as a square,
it is kind of.
right, and it kind of.
It's not
is.
shaped
All
like
but you got to drive from one side to the other. That's the point.
Isn't that
all right,
every place?
Texarkana, right? But Texarkana's right over here.
Yeah.
Kind of south.
I agree.
From the middle.
Yeah,
right?
southwest.
And so they drive, and they probably avoid Little Rock to avoid the major stuff, and they
Yeah.
go under Little Rock, boom, and they hit Texarkana.
Nice.
Now they get the beer. Now, why in the hell would they go up to Fayetteville to get back?
Well, where were they going?
You explain it to me. Back to Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
It don't make no
they made
sense at all.
It don't make
Because
no
at one point they
sense
talk
at
about
all.
being in Fayetteville or very near Fayetteville, and it's like, why are you guys in Fayetteville? You drove up to the mountains? What?
That's too funny.
It doesn't make any damn sense. And there's no mountains.
And I'm
you
wondering
never
where
see
this-
them driving the mountains. So
This
they
deserty
really,
stuff is. Like, where is that in Arkansas?
Well, that's not in Arkansas.
No, that's what I'm trying to say.
No, I mean, the whole movie's not in Arkansas. It's just, and that's Smokey the Bandit 2, actually.
Oh,
That
my
one
bad.
is in
Then
it.
there's no
Yeah,
telling. It's
who knows?
That's Smokey Goes to China.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
I did not see Empire in theaters.
I think I did see Empire in theaters. I remember big screen 150. Like,
I remember.
yeah, I remember it being kind of a big deal.
Well, I
because Mom
remember
was
Return of the
excited.
Jedi specifically. I remember seeing it in
definitely
theaters
remember Jedi.
because I remember it being in theaters for over a year. Because I saw it 2 or 3 times, and then I remember my dad was like, on your birthday, what do you want to do? You want to do something special? And I was like, I want to go see Jedi again. Me and my friends want to go see Jedi. We saw Jedi for like the 7th time.
What a weird thing, man.
Yeah, that has. When was the last time that happened, where a movie stayed in theaters?
I remember The Color Purple
For a
was in theaters
year.
forever. I thought that was really
Yeah.
interesting. Like, looking up for like a year and a half and going, why is
Yeah.
that still there?
You could still
but people
go
were
see
still
it.
wanting to
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
The Color Purple back in the day. But I was also a little white boy.
This
that
is an
didn't-
interesting trailer. There's like no dialogue. It's just
Well, I like the graphic.
that little wipe there. That's
That's
neat.
cool.
Just watch R2 spin and
Yeah, they're really featuring like everybody.
and there's no.
And I think that's the second time
dialogue.
they featured Yoda.
This is an interesting trailer for sure. All right. Yeah, now here we go. Now Blake and I were just talking about the number of movies these guys made, and I mean it even went through the 90s.
Yeah.
With Hear No Evil, See No Evil.
That guy, the big
Yeah.
bruiser that's in like.
Yeah, he's in Blazing Saddles.
That's
isn't he?
great. Yeah. He's not
And-
Mongo. No, he's
no,
not
he's not
Mongo.
Mongo.
But he's,
Well,
yeah,
that's
he's
somebody
in the back.
else. I don't know who I'm thinking. Yeah. Ah!
Oh,
he looks
scary.
like Butterbean.
Yeah.
How do you go?
Oh.
Oh, Gene Wilder.
Absolutely not.
What have we here? Got a military.
It's not Empire of the Sun. What is this? Dirty Dozen.
Oh, the Dirty Dozen.
Dirty Dozen.
Yeah. Now that's a.
Yeah. Oh, the big red
No, it was
one.
the big red
Oops.
one. Oh,
Oops.
wow.
Sorry,
I
guys.
don't know.
Lee Marvin was also in the Dirty Dozen,
Yes.
wasn't he?
Well,
Okay.
Lee Marvin was in like 80% of all war movies, I think.
Well, someone had to do it.
He's in there. Oh, is this
Ooh,
Blue Lagoon?
Now this is filthy. This is the first
Yeah.
time that I felt like a weird feeling
this
in my
is-
stomach when
yeah.
I looked at a thing. Looked at
Yeah, this was that one where you were
I wasn't
like,
supposed to watch this,
Yeah.
but I kind of liked watching it.
yeah, this was the one where you were like,
She made me feel some
I
feelings.
want to watch this by myself. I don't know why.
Ooh. Ooh. Gross.
The mystery was hidden deeper still.
Make it sweet love.
Dude, if she gets that mad when you smell her hair, you're in trouble.
She cute.
Now man, the mystery
Now
of
man.
desire. She sees.
How'd she keep that shawl thing so
There
nice?
is one secret here she doesn't know,
A spirit gum.
Your muscles.
and something inside her stirs.
Feels so funny in my stomach.
See?
It's the funny stomach movie.
Mine too.
So dirty.
In the tropical paradise.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's getting a little,
Alright,
yeah, it's
alright.
uncomfortable.
And the Blues Brothers. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I showed this to my boys recently so that they could
What'd
have
they
a
think?
good appreciation. Oh, they loved it. They
Right on.
loved it. I mean, hell, it's got everything. It's got every
Yeah.
great musician.
Flipping down the aisles.
It's got with. I mean, I'll sit down and debate you whether or not this is the greatest car chase in any movie.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's so long. There's so much carnage, damage. You know.
Well, and what a good year for Carrie Fisher. She gets Star Wars and this one.
Star-
Right
yeah.
there, two totally
Yeah.
different pieces, and yeah.
Driving through the
The
mall.
Toys R Us. Oh, and the mall with people
put,
in
this
it.
put that idea into every kid in our generation's idea. The same way that Back to the Future gave every kid the idea to put a skateboard on your
Yeah.
feet and try to hold on to a car.
What a fun movie to make, man. I can't imagine.
One of the best things is being able to show movies like this to people you love. I got to show this to the kids, and I got to show this to Blake because Blake had never seen it either.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one
It was
Mom
just,
and Dad.
it's
I've
just
got
one
the
she
record
just,
of
just never seen it, you know. Just,
Yeah, I've got the
just
LP
flipped
of
through.
this.
Yeah.
All the music.
And it's like it's got everything you ever wanted, and you don't really know. if you
Chicken
hadn't
wire?
seen it.
And they showed them like chicken wire. What's this for?
I've played gigs where there was chicken wire. Nobody threw bottles, but you almost
The
wanted
option,
them to.
yeah.
You kind of wanted them to.
The option was there. It wouldn't have hurt you.
They're like, well, we were a little disappointed, I guess, at the end of the night. We're like, this was probably the only time we had chicken wire, and nobody threw a bottle at us. Now, I do remember the Dealey Plaza there has the Picasso art statue, and I remember in third grade, I don't remember our teacher's name, but I remember
Miss Harris.
Miss Harris. You're right. I do remember that was in like our book. Like there was an art lesson or something, and there was a photograph of that, and I was like,
Blues Brothers.
That's that thing from the Blues Brothers. Yeah.
That's too funny.
As long as I learn about art, who cares where it's from? Yeah, I mean the amount of that's right there, the restaurant
Fucking
scene.
white woman.
I quote that scene all the time. It's one of the greatest.
How much for the
scenes
little
ever.
girl?
Your women. I want to buy your women. Oh man, I think we're gonna have to end it with the Blues Brothers. I don't know that we
it's
can.
pretty
I don't know
good.
that we can top that. Ray Charles, James Brown, Belushi, Aykroyd, Carrie
Carrie
Fisher.
Fisher.
I mean,
Every shot is her with the A1. That's so funny. Or I guess that's is that an M16?
It's an
Is that-
M16,
yeah.
I think. Yeah. Frank Oz. Frank Oz is at the beginning in the working. And Henry Gibson, such a creepy worker. We'll get to the Burbs.
Nazis.
Eventually, we'll get to the Burbs, and we'll talk more about him.
That's so funny.
The Blues Brothers.
No, ma'am. We're musicians.
Yeah, it's good.
You can't top John Landis and his magic there.
Sweet John Landis.
I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there.
Read
and
the
pull that
Jove
off.
book. What does that
Oh.
even mean? It says read.
There's
the
a
Jove.
book. There's a book.
The Jove book?
Well, Jove was probably the company that published the book, so it's the
funny.
Jove book.
The novelization,
of the movie.
Yeah.
I was really big
That's crazy.
into movie novelizations.
Really?
I could buy them. They were cheap. You could get them paperback at Walmart, Target.
Relive the magic.
And well, here was the other thing. They were not based on the theatrical version. They were based on the script. So a lot of times they included things that you didn't see in the movie that explained a lot. I remember I had Total Recall. I had
Get your ass to Mars.
yeah, I had.
Oh, we'll get to that one soon.
I had I had Terminator 2, and the Terminator 2 book.
Did the comedy play?
It.
I need you to close your boots and your motorcycle.
Well, that's the first one. Terminator 2. But it actually.
Still.
It had in the book.
No,
it had
it's in the
scene-
second one. Doesn't he
Does it
say?
say it
I
in
think it is, man. When he's at the bar.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's to close your
all right,
boots and your
maybe it is.
motorcycle.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
all right.
No, yeah, it's the
All right.
governor
Yeah, he
of
says that in
California.
there,
I know
yeah.
my history. I know what happened. He came in, he came down, back from time in the future, and became.
There were a bunch of deleted scenes that we finally got like on the DVD, but all of those were in the book.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, all right. So
Nice.
Yeah. So I was
More about John
I was that
Connor.
nerdy kid who was like, I like to read, but I like to read books
There
or
is no
movies
fate
I've
but what
already
we
seen.
make for ourselves.
Oh, Eddie Furlong.
It reads something like this.
Oh.
The future is not set. There is no fate but what we make for ourselves. That's so terrible.
Oh,
Anyway,
my gosh.
well, that was 1980, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you enjoyed that little
80.
delve into YouTube. Now you do it yourself, and then you film yourself, and then you send it to us, and then we'll watch you
and then we'll
watching
watch you,
stuff,
and then
we'll just go down that.
We'll just incept it.
MC Escher
It's
channel that we're creating.
no,
here.
we're not.
It's kind of. Yeah.
I will say, I think everybody should, if you've learned anything from tonight's show, it's that somehow we all missed that John Ritter made a comedy superhero movie in 1980, and we all need to go find it and watch it.
What was it called?
I don't remember.
Remember it, America. Tell us.
That's
Put
for
it
you
in the
guys.
chat, somebody.
I don't know.
Who's
It's called
Blake?
Man
Are you
of
still watching?
I don't.
Man of Action.
Man of Action? I want to say it was called Man of Action.
Look
All
at
right,
Man of
so go
Action.
find it. How many movies did John Ritter make in the 80s where he was a superhero?
43. 43.
Okay.
I mean, he was.
Well,
Yeah.
that'll be tough then. Sort through them and find
Sort
them.
through 'em,
Send
kids.
us a link because I don't
Yeah.
want to sort through all those. If you've
What else are you
got
doing?
something really specific from 1981 that you think screams 1981, then you leave it as a comment, and we'll talk about that on the next episode.
Follow
and,
us on Twitter.
And give you some credit. We're not.
Don't
on
forget to ding the bell.
Twitter.
It's like subscribe, you guys. Like that? Is that what you say? So, oh god, I own a calculator.
We've got our calculators. Bye, Mom. Look,
Keep
we've
them
got
with you.
calculators.
Keep them with you.
It's a
You nerds.
Yeah, nerds. All right.
Do we have outro music?
No, I was gonna make us an intro,
What?
like a thing and everything.
We have no
but-
outro music?
Well, all right, hold on. I'll play.
Some waka chicka waka chicka waka chicka waka chicka.
I don't.
Do the People's Court theme.
Waka chicka. I
I
got some punk rock. If it'll play. Here we go.
This is not 1980.
No, this is. I didn't have. Now
We'll
you're just
talk.
making me feel
We'll
bad.
talk. We'll see you next week.
We'll work on that later.
Or in 2 weeks.
Bye.
3 days.
Yeah.